Hola amigos, soy Twinkle. Do you know what time it is? It's Twinkle Time Live Online. Are you ready, DJ Dallas?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody, just shimmer with me. Blink 3 times, and you will see a spark of twinkle. That's me. Bring your friends along with me. Just a wink, that's all you'll see. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, vamos a intentarlos todos otra vez. Parpadea y verás una chispa de twinkle. And me, I glow when I'm having fun. Dancing and singing is always number one. I gleam from ear to ear when making others forget their fears. Giggling and cheering is always so much fun than being alone and blue. So you could be clowning around with us too. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3, yeah! Blink 3 times and you will see a spark of twinkle. That's me. Bring your friends along with me. Just a wink, that's all you'll see. Twinkle. That's what everybody calls me. Yes! Thank you, DJ Dallas. Happy Monday, everybody. Feliz lunes. I hope everybody had a fantastic, very relaxing weekend. And you know what? Everything here, if it's the first time you are tuning into Twinkle Time Live Online, or as I like to say, hashtag TTLOL, everything that we do here is educational, bilingual, and always tons of musical fun. So in Espanol, on the count of 3, everybody, todos juntos, todos unidos, everybody, let's say Feliz lunes. Are we ready? Which means happy Monday. 1, 2, 3. Feliz lunes. Yes! Oh my goodness. Everybody's getting so good at their Espanol. I totally love it. I hope literally everybody had a fantastic weekend and an even better morning so far. It is almost 100 degrees here in Los Angeles, California. Woo! Is it so hot that Dallas was like, do you want me to turn the air off? I was like, no, because it is going to be scorching hot. The more I get excited and the more I move around, I don't want to be glistening on live online with all of you. Well, you all know how much I love Mondays for many different reasons, because Monday is a new day, which means a new week, and also means a whole bunch of new goals for this week. So I hope everybody has put down their new goals for this week and write them down or say them out loud. So you put them out in the universe and then they come back to you. But also I love Mondays so much because you all know how much I love music. I love singing, I love creating music, I love performing, but I also love Mondays because it is a Monday musical guest. So I have a very, very special guest. I'm so excited. I'll tell you a little bit about him in a little bit, but I was just kind of remembering, like, my dad, I think, was such an inspiration and still is with music, because you've heard me mention before about my dad. My dad, before I was born, was a trumpet player who loved jazz music. But the most important thing about my dad is he had, and still has, because I told him not to get rid of his collection, because I'm sure they're very, very worth, they're worth a lot of money, because they're classics, they're icons. He has a vinyl collection that is amazing. My dad used to listen to all kinds of different music. He used to listen to jazz greats like Dizzy Gillespie, and because he's a trumpet player, my dad was a trumpet player, Herb Alpert. He used to listen to the Bee Gees, Linda Ronstadt, Carole King, somebody named Tony Orlando, and I don't know, other people like that. But I used to listen, and my dad used to look at the vinyls, and he would study everything, which got me, I think, into wanting to be a part of this music world. So when I was growing up, there was cassettes and CDs, and I too used to sit in my room and I used to like look at the CD, like not just listen to my favorite artists, which I have so many that have influenced me, but I would literally look at the little book that would come inside the CD and read the liner notes. And if you don't know what the liner notes means, that's everything inside, like the lyrics, who produced, who the musicians are. And for some reason, even as a little kid, I was so fascinated by all the people that, because it's not just the artist that puts, he or she puts their music out there, but it's a collaborative effort of so many people that work really hard to put the best music from their heart and soul. And I used to know all these musicians that would play just from reading, because I was in love with Madonna. She was one of my idols. I'd be like, oh my goodness, look at Jelly Bean, or he was a producer, or Luis Conte, who is an amazing percussionist. And I used to tell myself, one day I am going to perform, I didn't know these people, with Luis Conte. And we are going to be fast friends because he used to play music with Madonna on some of my favorite tunes. Well, lo and behold, guess what? I had the honor of playing with Luis Conte as he was my percussionist when I was in my girl band, Nobody's Angel, doing a Disney show called the 2-Hour Concert on the Disney Channel. And the funniest thing is I think he was really shocked that this young kid, when he introduced himself, my mouth dropped and I was like, you're Luis Conte? And he was just probably how does she know me? I was like, I know everything about you. And I would list all the things. And he was like, oh my gosh. And I totally fangirled out. But that is so cool because it's not just the artist. It's just music. Everybody coming together, all walks of life, creating something from their heart and their soul. So anybody that loves music as much as I do, I want to challenge you today to, on your social media, on your Instagram, on Facebook, if you have an album that inspired you or an artist that inspired you, because music to me not only brings all walks of life together, but also it creates a vibe, a mood, and it just puts us in a good place and gives us a lot of hope. And it's also to me like a Polaroid, like when you take a Polaroid and it snapped, that's like your soundtrack to your life. And I could think when I was 5, I'll think of a song and be like, I remember that moment. So if you have an album or an artist that really you love, inspired you, put that up and hashtag save the arts. Hashtag save the arts, hashtag Twinkle Time too, because then I know that you watch Twinkle Time Live online, because I love music so much. And so I just think that we need to hashtag save the arts. So right now, everybody come close to whatever device you are listening, whether it's your cell phone, your laptop, your TV. Everybody come close because I want to introduce you a little sneak peek of who is about to come on to Twinkle Time Live online. So we've never met in person. I've actually never even had a phone conversation with him. It's all been virtual on Facebook Messenger. But let me tell you, I'm very excited. So here is what he looks like. His name is Uncle Devin. Now, hello, he is a percussionist and award-winning children's entertainer, independent recording artist for kids and families, is also a children's author, and also, let me tell you, a programmer for a radio station. And you're like, Twinkle, what is a radio programmer? They're hashtag boss. They're the ones that tell and know everything that's going to be coming on the playlist, on the radio. And on top of that, he created his own online radio station for kids called We Nation Radio. And I am so super excited to meet him for the very first time, as I'm sure you all are excited to meet him too. So you just gotta wait a couple more seconds, because right now it is word of the day. So everybody, on the count of 3, let's do a drum roll. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. Today's word of the day is percussionist. That's right. Let me tell you what percussionist means. It's a musician who clearly that plays the percussion instruments, which can be not just the drums. It's anything that you can tap on or, tap like a triangle, maybe some cymbals, a tambourine, some bongos. The list goes on and on and on. Y ahora, la palabra de hoy. Are we ready? Let's do a even bigger drum roll because we didn't have Twinkle Time Live online all weekend. So here we go. Ready? Uno, dos, tres. Dun, 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 dun. La palabra de hoy. This one's hard. It's 5 syllables. Percusionista. I know. Extremely hard. So 5 syllables. Everybody, todos juntos, todos unidos. Let's start off really slow. Here we go. Ready? Uno, dos, tres. Percusionista. A little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Percusionista. And then you have to do that at the very end. Give it a little accent. Well, let me tell you a little definition in español. El percusionista dale el ritmo y el sabor a la canción que están tocando. So basically what I said, a percussionist is given the rhythm, because that's what a percussionist does. They give the rhythm to the music. They're basically like the heartbeat or the backbone to any song. So it's very important to have somebody that's doing the percussion, or else, we would just be singing, but they're keeping the beat. Yeah? Yeah! So that's the word of the day, la palabra de hoy. So are you guys ready? And if you guys have comments, oh my gosh, I didn't even look at the comments. So anybody that have comments, make sure you keep the comments going. And then throughout the show, I'll be reading all the comments. But let me put my headphones on because we are going to meet our Monday musical guest of the day. And let me get him all in. I have to unmute everybody. Are we ready? Everybody on the count of 3, a round of applause for my brand new friend, Uncle Devin. A real live drum roll. I love it.
Hey, Twinkle Time. Thank you for letting me be here. It is Monday, and I am so happy.
I am so excited. I've heard so much about you. In fact, I had 2 guests within the last couple of weeks, and your name popped up while we were on live, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have him pretty soon. So I am so excited to finally meet you. Tell everybody where you are Skyping in from today.
I am in Washington, D.C.
Wow, Washington,
D.C., and you see my percussion playground, and I'm glad that your word is percussion.
Yes, I am so excited. I thought it was super fitting for today since we were going to have you on here. And by the way, your setup is fabulous.
Well, thank you. I've been, most of these instruments I've had most of my life, and I just collected them. And let me also tell you a story that I once played with the great Dizzy Gillespie. I heard you tell you a story.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that because my dad, prior to me being born, was a trumpet player, and I heard he was pretty amazing, and he always would talk to me about Dizzy and about how much he inspired him. He also loved listening to The Bird, who's like a saxophone player too, and he was like, Dizzy is like the bird but in the trumpet world. And I guess he had a characteristic that's like his trademark where his cheeks would puff out.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I wanted to ask you about that because I'm going to totally tell my dad, and I'm sure he's watching, but tell me what that was like.
Well, I was a freshman in college, and we were playing a festival, and he was there on the stage, and we were playing his song called Island Girl. And I'm on the drums. The director goes over and said, well, Mr. Gillespie, would you like to do a solo? He said, sure. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm playing the drums for Dizzy Gillespie, and it was fabulous. He was a wonderful trumpet player, but he was just so kind. And trumpet player, but he used percussion a lot. And a lot of things he did.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What an amazing story. That's like iconic. That's an iconic story. Wow, that is so cool. Well, tell us a little bit. Obviously, you said you've been collecting instruments for a very long time. How long have you been playing? Like, what was the first instrument? How old were you that you ever picked up?
I was 7 years old when my father created a practice pad drum for me because he was tired of me beating on the table and the walls. And so he put together a little practice pad, and I would practice on that regularly. And ever since then, I learned so many different things, from not only how to play instruments around the house, but also how to play my body, which I'm going to show a little bit later on, how we can use our body as a percussion instrument. And just one quick thing to know,
Yeah.
a percussionist, there are 3 ways that you can be a percussionist. You can either shake, you can scrape,
Oh.
or
Yeah.
you strike.
Ah.
You do any of those 3 to make music, you are a percussionist.
Okay, so shake.
Shake,
Scrape, and
mhm,
strike.
and strike.
I love that. The 3
Right.
S's. So
Mhm.
fun. So, okay,
Yes.
so what is your favorite out of all of those what's your favorite instrument to play?
My favorite instrument is the drum set.
Okay.
And what I have here is an electronic drum set that allows me to travel a lot easier than carrying all the heavy drums. And so when I'm playing, you're going to hear me play the electronic drum set, and also a one pad that plays my music with me so that I can be a one person band.
I love that. And now, be honest, tell everybody that maybe is a future musician or wants to get involved in music. How many hours did you practice to learn all of those instruments?
There's very few. I mean, I would say that I would practice at least 3 hours a day when I was younger. And literally, but when you're having fun, it's not like practicing, it's like playing.
Exactly.
And the best way, if you're a drummer, if you get a pair of sticks or anything, you can get a pillow and you can just practice in a pillow. That will get your hand speed up.
Ah.
You don't need drums to learn how to play the drums.
I might have to do that. Couple weeks ago, I was telling everybody that I've always envisioned myself being like Tommy Lee and playing the drums and turning upside down. That's a dream. So I might have to use that method. That's hilarious. Do you remember? Now tell us, like, it's so cool that you're not only a independent recording artist for kids and families, but you're also an author, a children's author. And
Yes.
I'm assuming that book has something to do with music as well, right?
That's correct. I wrote a children's book called The ABCs of Percussion.
Aw.
For every letter of the alphabet, there is a percussion instrument named after it. And it comes with an audio CD so you can hear what each instrument sounds like.
I love that.
So whoever thought that there was a percussion instrument that starts with the letter Q or Y or Z, but I listed all of them in my book, the ABCs of Percussion.
Wow, that is so cool. We'll have to list that in the description box when I load up the video, because I'm sure a lot of parents or even kids would probably want to get that. Now, do you remember, or how did you want to get into the world of children's music? Did you always want to do children's music? Were you an educator and like, I'm going to go into the children's music scene? Kind of give us a little story of how that all came together.
Well, when my sister had her first baby, that made me Uncle Devin.
Ah, got it.
And I didn't want my nephews and nieces to listen to a lot of the inappropriate adult music. And I couldn't find at that time a lot of music in the genres that they liked that was appropriate. So I had to create my own.
Love it.
And as I created it, their friends liked it, and their friends would come over and say, Uncle Devin, when you going to do some more music? And just kind of grew from there. So therefore, Uncle Devin kind of was born naturally.
I was going to ask you, how did you get the name Uncle Devin? That is so cool. Do you remember the first song that you created?
Yeah,
for
the
kids?
first song that I did was actually a remake of the song I Know an Old Lady That Swallowed a Fly.
I love that.
And then from there, I think one of the very first songs that I ended up doing, oh my goodness, I don't even know. It's been so many. I actually don't even remember which one was the first one, but most of them were on my first CD, Drum Tales, and that included a song about don't put your business on the internet.
I heard that on Spotify yesterday. That is a good song.
Yeah, between that and the victory horn, helping children to realize don't ever give up. Don't ever give up, and that will be your victory.
I love that. And that's a huge thing that I like. I always like to tell everybody that watches, like, no matter how hard it is, no matter how many obstacles you have, don't ever give up. Do what you love. I love that. I love that. So I'm sure everybody is dying to hear you perform and do your thing, because I'm excited to watch too. Do you want to take it away?
Sure, I will do that. I'll get back behind my electronic drums.
Yes.
And being that I'm a drummer, I will start off with a drum roll.
Awesome. Oh, yay.
Everybody, put your hands together and clap your hands. Everybody, put your feet together and stomp your feet. Everybody, put your arms together and wiggle your wings. Everybody, let me hear you scream.
Woo!
All right, well, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you if you want to have some fun. And when I say that, you say, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Then I'm going to ask you if you want to learn something too. And you say, yes, we do. Do you want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Get ready for the
Uncle Devin Show.
Who's saying that?
Come on.
Devin Show.
This is
Uncle Devin.
All right, put your hands together.
Come on.
Or you can clap your hands, stomp your feet, and get ready for the Uncle Devin beat. Do you want to have some fun?
Yes, we
You want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now, this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now, this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. Gather around, everybody. I got something that I want you to know. So listen up, because I got a message for you, baby. You don't want to miss it, because my message is so heavy. The teacher, Uncle Devin, is here to spread some knowledge in a room full of cheer. So come on, everybody, from far and near, to the Uncle Devin's show. Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. Now class is in session. The teacher, Uncle Devin, is here. I come with the beat, with the funky, funky rhythm. I love and honest messages, what we come to give them. No matter what you go through in life, make sure you keep your hand in the sky. And if you need support, then you can rely on the Uncle Devin's show. Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. Here I go.
Woo! Yes.
Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. Do you want to have some fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Want to learn something too?
Yes, we do.
Now this is what you do. Tune in to the Uncle Devin's show. To the Uncle Devin's. Welcome to the Uncle Devin's show. To the Uncle Devin's show.
Yes! Yeah, yeah. I love it. So fun. There's so many comments. They're like, yeah, yeah. They're clapping their hands. Yes, we do. Oh, and people are dancing. I love that. That was so super funky. I love it so much. Okay, who are your musical influences growing up?
Well, growing up, I grew up in D.C. area, so we had a popular local D.C. sound called go-go music.
Okay.
And there's a popular group called Trouble Funk that was the most sampled group in hip-hop history. And they played a lot of different percussion instruments for all types of bands. But also, growing up, Parliament Funkadelic,
Okay.
James Brown.
Yes.
oh, I can go on and on. But then also growing up in the church, I had a lot of gospel, influences throughout my career. And then jazz greats, of course, Dizzy Gillespie, Grover Washington Jr., and I probably can just go on and on. So I'm blessed to have learned a lot of different genres and played them in my music.
That is so amazing. Being an educator, because I know you do a lot of performances and assemblies in schools.
Yes.
What, like, are you like all grades or like from 1st to 6th? What is the age group that you normally?
Primarily, although I like to do older groups, I find that the majority of what I do is from pre-K up to 4th grade.
Okay.
And I originally wanted to do older children, but the younger children toward what it's really opened up a whole new world for me. So a lot of my residencies and workshops are for pre-K and through pretty much pre-K through 3rd grade.
I love that. That's like my favorite age range too. Like they get so excited, especially like the little ones when they learn something new, like how excited they get, like it's so like it's amazing. I love watching their faces. Is there like a favorite place, because I know you tour and stuff, is there a favorite place that you've ever performed at, or is there a country or a state?
Sure. Well, I know that being here in Washington D.C., I love playing at the Smithsonian. What is it called? They're gonna kill me for forgetting their names, but the Smithsonian there. But also, I just recently played at the Children's Museum. What is called the Sugar Hill Children's Museum in New York.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful place, and they treated us nice. It was so fun there. And then having the opportunity to go up and with some of our other children's artists, Karen Kay invited us to come and participate for Kids Really Rock up in Boston, Massachusetts.
Nice.
And so it's been a lot of fun as well.
I love that. I love it. Do you miss right now touring? Do the fact that we all have to be safer at home? Do you miss it a lot?
Without a doubt. It's nothing like the being there with the children, because many times I allow children to come up and play some of my instruments.
Oh, what a dream.
That's how they get a chance to learn. I mean, and if they break something, I mean, I may not let them play the electronics because they cost more, but if they break something, I'll get another one. It's just a matter of them getting that experience to play on them.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like, it's the visual and the contact, like to experience, and it's so, I miss touring so much. As far as your radio station, tell us about that. That is so cool that you created a space that is introducing music of all genres to and giving your own platform, basically. I think that's so amazing.
Sure, yeah, it's called We Nation Radio. It stands for Watoto Entertainment and Education. And Watoto is a Swahili word out of one of the languages in Africa that stands for children. So it's really children, entertainment, and education. And it's the family-friendly global beats for little feet. Is how
I love that. Cute.
And many of our fans love R&B, hip-hop, funk music, but don't know where to go to find that for, relevant for children. So they can come to our station and they can hear that, plus hear a wide range of other music from around the world.
I love that. What an awesome way of giving back and supporting other artists that do independent music. That's so awesome.
Thank you. It was fun.
Of course. So do you have another song you want to play for us?
Well, yes, and I want to have the children participate with me on this one. Now, this is one where you use your body.
Ooh.
Now, earlier, some of you all were doing a drum roll, so let me hear you do a drum roll on your side.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, let me see you do a drum roll on your chest. Okay, how about like this? Everybody do this. Everybody clap your hands. And something I saw Dizzy Gillespie once do, he clapped his hands this way.
That's hard. Yeah. That's not as easy as it looks.
Right. And can you snap your fingers? Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to do the ham bone. The ham bone is an African drum technique that uses the entire body as a drum set to produce different sounds. And now I'm going to teach you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. First, you take your hand that you used to say hi. Bring it down low and hit up on your thigh. People might look at you funny and ask why. What's that called? I'm doing a ham bone. Let's try it all together. Here we go. Thigh, up, thigh, up, thigh, up. You're sounding real good. The next thing you do is don't give your hand rest. Because after you hit your thigh, hit one time on your chest. You put both together, then you can confess real loud that I'm doing a ham bone. Let's try both together. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Thigh chest, thigh chest. Okay, we're halfway there. The next thing you do is just follow my command. Hit the top of your thigh with the back of your hand. You put all three together like a rotating fan. What is that called? I'm doing a ham bone. Let's try all three together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't beat yourself up out there. The last step you take, and don't you be shy. You finish all three parts with a slap on your thigh. You put all four together and say, oh my, what's that called? I'm doing a ham bone. Here we go, all four together. 1, 2, 3, slap. 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 Yeah, you know why? We're doing a ham bone. That's right, doing a ham bone. I hope you're doing it okay. We're doing a ham bone. So I'm gonna speed it up and go a little bit faster, okay? Ham bone. Here we go, a little bit faster. Double time ham bone go.
Yes. Oh, fancy. Oh, fancy.
Or you want me to go faster?
Faster.
Okay, a little bit faster. Here we go. Triple time ham bone go.
Yes.
We're doing a ham bone. We're gonna have some fun. Ham bone with everyone. Ham bone, you can do it with me. Ham bone, or you can do it for free. Ham bone, nobody is fussing. Ham bone with body percussion. Ham bone, you got to be yourself.
That was so much fun. I might have some bruises on my legs after that. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
Yeah, that's a traditional African rhythm that has been passed down for years, where you use your whole body as a drum set. And I learned how to do that when I was 10 years old. And I've always remembered it and decided to play it.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to practice the ham bone. And when you were going like triple time, I was like, ooh, because I used to take tap. So I'm
Yes.
Yeah. So I can tap a little. I was like, ooh, I hear the beats there. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Ham bone. And if anybody's interested, I do have a video of it so that you can practice it over and over again, because I want more children to learn how to do this so we can pass it down to the next generations.
So is that video on YouTube, or is it something that you have to order, or? It's
on YouTube. It's on it's on Uncle Devin Show YouTube page.
Okay.
Or you can just go to theuncledevinshow.com and click on videos and it'll be there.
Okay, you guys, I'm totally putting all your social media when I upload this video. Let me just, somebody was like, I love the drums. Katie says, fantastic job, Carrie. I remember the hand bone. This was so much fun. Yes.
Wonderful.
And then somebody says you should be on live tour with Twinkle next year. I love that.
Those gotta happen now.
Let's make that happen, right? We're putting it out into the universe, like what I said at the beginning of the show. You got to speak it out into existence. Looks like you're trying to get sand off your hands. Yeah. I love that. Wow, Uncle Devin. I mean, we honestly could talk for hours and hours. But what a great first conversation live on virtual Twinkle Time Live Online, right? What an honor to meet you. Like I said, I've heard a lot about you from a lot of our peers. So this was so much fun, and hopefully one day, sooner than later, we can actually do a show together. That would be amazing.
It will be amazing. So I really appreciate you allowing me to be here. And as I always say, life is a drum, so beat it.
I love that. I love it. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day, because I know you guys are 3 hours ahead, so it's like already almost 6 o'clock. So
yes, somewhere around. Yes, exactly. It's
Okay.
around 5:35. Yep.
well, thank you so much for squeezing us into your day, and I hope you have an amazing evening, and go get food if you hadn't had dinner yet.
Right.
And thanks for being a part of the show.
Thank you. I really am honored to be here, and I look forward to working with you again.
Awesome. Well, on the count of 3, I know we can't hear each other, but everybody, we can send our love and our vibes all the way to Washington, D.C. Are we ready? Everybody say, on the count of 3, bye to Uncle Devin. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at the heart. I love that. Bye, Uncle Devin.
Bye. Appreciate it.
Of course. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, the ham bone. I love that. Oh my goodness. I literally probably gave myself a little bit of bruise because I was doing it way too hard and way too fast. But that was so much fun. I'm definitely going to be watching this particular live stream over and over, because did you see at one time he was doing like tricks, and he was like going from one knee and then crisscrossing? It was fabulous. I loved it. Thank you, Uncle Devin, for being a part of Twinkle Time Live Online. Wonderful actually getting to meet you face to face. And let me see you, Uncle Devin. Nice to meet you. Oh, bye, Uncle Devin. Oh, look at all the love. I love. So much fun. Well, you guys, this has been so much fun. I hope you all had fun. Let me really quickly, as I always do every Twinkle Time Live Online, let me give you my Patreon page. If you don't know about it, it's www.patreon.com/twinkletime. Y en español es www.patreon.com/twinkletime. So definitely go check it out. But also another amazing way to support me and everything that I do, especially because I can't tour right now. Did you all know that this, like literally this week, was supposed to be the start of an entire summer tour all across the country, all the way up until October, the end of October? I know, so sad. So this is better though. We get to hang out Monday through Friday. Tell all your friends and literally tune in. I so appreciate everybody that comes on Twinkle Time Live Online every day. You make my day, literally. I look forward to this every single day. No matter if I'm tired or, whatever. Like, I literally, truly look forward to doing this because I miss being on stage and seeing all of you face to face so much that at least I feel like I get to interact with all of you guys in some way. Although seeing you in person would be way cooler. So anyways, are you guys ready for a drum roll? Let's all be percussionists. You could either... Wait, hold on. Wait, that's wrong. Hold on. Was it up, down? We're going to watch that. Everybody, a drum roll. Or wait, shake, strike, and what was this one? No, this was scrape. Scrape and strike. All right, everybody, choose your method of being a percussionist on the count of 3. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. For joke of the day. Okay, I have a couple. I got a very cute joke this morning from one of our very own friends. Carrie Edwards sent me this joke today. Are we ready to read Carrie's joke? Here we go. Hold on. I got to find it. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Here it goes. What's the weather today? I don't know. It's raining cats and dogs. That was so cute. I love it. You all know I have 2 cats and 1 dog, so I'm sure they appreciated that. That was so cute. Thank you, Carrie, for sharing that joke. I absolutely love it. If you have jokes that you want me to read, DM me or have mom and dad DM me on Instagram, which is Twinkle Time and Friends, or also on Facebook, which is Twinkle Time. Oh, and I don't know if you know this, but I have a TikTok. My goal for this week is to be a little bit consistent on TikTok. So my TikTok is It's Twinkle Time. Go follow me. Go like the videos. Okay, so I have 2 jokes actually. Are you ready? Don't forget to rate them. Let me know how I'm doing. If my joke telling is getting better, let me find it first. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? And here, where did it go? Oh, here we go. Why couldn't the athlete listen to her music? Because she broke the record. Get it? A record is a vinyl, like what I was talking about earlier at the show. But the runner, the athlete, broke her record. Maybe she ran the fastest she's ever done. It was fabulous. Rate the joke. And here we go. Joke number, actually 3 for the day. Here we go. What part of the turkey is musical? The drumstick. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's my impression of Cher and Elvis, because he used to say that. And then that's, yeah. Anyways, somebody says 100, yay! 10,000, oh my goodness. And somebody, don't forget the street team group. You're right. So our friend Katie, that is on here every single day, she created a street team for moi. I'm so honored. Thank you, Katie. I don't know if you know what a street team is. A street team basically is a group of people that like my stuff and help promote it to anybody and everybody. So she has a street team page on Facebook. Katie, will you put down the street team name? I think it's Twinkle Time Street Team or Street Team Twinkle Time on Facebook. I can't remember exactly, but just type it in right now and everybody go follow it. Also, don't forget, if you're still on watching Twinkle Time Live online, give it thumbs up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to, when I put up the video, make sure to like, send me a comment. If you have any ideas or people that maybe you want to see me interview on Twinkle Time Live Online, throw it in the comment section when I load up the video to YouTube, which takes a couple of hours, but it'll be up in a couple of hours. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. Tune in this week. I have a guest on Wednesday. Wednesday? Yeah, on Wednesday, all the way from South America. Oh my goodness, it's going to be super bilingue. That means it's going to be super bilingual show, because he was like, my English isn't so good. I was like, that's okay. It's okay. I can speak both. I will translate. We're going to have fun anyways. So I have a very special guest on Wednesday. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. You're just going to have to tune in. So everybody, on the count of 3, everybody, let's sing out the show. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Twinkle. That's what everybody calls me. From my house to yours, have a marvelous Monday. See you tomorrow, Tuesday. Bye, everybody. Bye.